welcome back to my channel, everybody. Welcome to the gray area. My name is Cecil. I'm glad you guys can be here. Today we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna, today's video is gonna be about music. So, that's one of my favorite things to do. So, today's video is gonna be about some music, it's gonna be fun and games, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys my favorite songs from the early 2000s. Now, this video, like I said, is gonna be my favorite songs from the early 2000s. So the time span is gonna go from the year 2000 to the year 2005. So I'm gonna do 20 songs. I know, 20 songs is a lot, but I love music, and I was gonna do 10, but then I'm like, 10 turned into 12, then I'm like, 12 is not a number that, people don't do top 12, people do top 10, top 20, top 15. So then I said 15, then I said, you know what, F it, we're just gonna do 20, and we're gonna do an honorable mention as well, So really it's gonna be 21. So, but I'm gonna be sharing some songs with you guys that if you guys don't know, you guys can go listen to it. So, you're gonna be learning something from this video. So why not, stay tuned. So we're gonna be like 106 in Park, we're gonna go from the top 20 to the top 1, if that makes sense. You know how they used to start from they used to start from 10 and go to the number 1 video. But these songs are gonna be in no particular order of choice. These are the songs that I like. See, I got my list right here and everything. So let's get into it. The reason why I chose to do songs from the early 2000s is because that's my favorite era of music. Like, I think from the 90s to the early 2000s was, music was changing because, of course we went into a new millennium, and I feel like artists were trying to do something new. You was in the 90s, okay, pop and everything like that. The 90s had a great body of music too, that's untouched. But when you go into the 2000s, it's like, okay, what can we do different to stand out? And I noticed a lot of artists, all right, if I'm just being honest, a lot of the artists had the same sound, but that is what it is. Like, like it is what it is with that. But well, what I was saying, damn, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, a lot of artists would, it was like a futuristic thing, like, I don't know, but I like that, like, like the metallic, one of my favorite, this didn't come out in 2000, but it came out in 99, like, I think the year 99 is like when artists was like, we don't know what 2000 about to be like, so let's just put out all the good music in 99, because so much good music came out in 99, like, I wish I could include it, but, that's not part of the rules, because 99 is not 2000, 2000 is 2000, but, yeah, so like, you guys remember TLC Fan Mail album when they was like, it was like digital and they was like painted in a metallic paint, like it was very futuristic. Like, I like futuristic themes. Like, if I was to ever have a birthday party, well, I have birthday parties, but if I was to ever give myself a birthday party, it would be like a futuristic theme. Like, now a lot of people might be like, well, how do you know all these songs? Because I was born in 1997, so in the year 2000, I was 2 when I turned 3 in that October. But what you guys don't know is that, like, I had an older sister who was 10 years older than me. So when I was 2 turning 3, she was 13. So, you pick up on music habits. So, like, I wasn't listening to Sesame Street and stuff like that. I was listening to the music she listened to because I liked it. And I was like, oh, what's that? So I had a good ear for music. So that's how I know a lot of these songs. And a lot of these songs I found out as I got older recently. Unfortunately, due to, copyrights and everything like that, with music and YouTube and everything like that, I can't play the songs for you. I would love to, but you know what? I might do a little acapella if y'all want me to, you know what? I know y'all want me to, but so I can't play it for y'all, but when I tell y'all the names, go look it up. So, and it might sound dated because, remember, these is from early 2000s. But give it a chance. Okay, so now let's get into the list. So, I'm going to repeat this. I know I probably already said it in the beginning, but we got 20 songs in no particular order. So, I'm going to start from the first one that's on my list, and we're going to just go through it. Okay, so to start the list off, we have Kelly Rowland's Haven't Told You. Oh, okay. Kelly! Now, this song came out in 2002. And, this song was off her Simply Deep album. So, it's like first solo album. And this song is a great song. Like, I love it. But it's not a song that that's going to make you want to party and dance. This is the type of song that you listen to when you're cruising in your car or you're going for a walk or something like that. It's like a slow melody. It's not like a sad love song or nothing like that, but it's just got like a mellow tone to it. It's great. Vocally, you see, like, she did good and everything like that. And I think, this album was, it was a great body of work because, sometimes people get like the the group blues, where it's like people only listen to you in a group. But when I listened to this song, I said, oh, let me listen to the whole album, and I heard some good songs off the album. Like another one I like off that album is called Stole. So if you guys haven't heard of it, go give this a chance. And once again, this came out in 2002. So y'all want me to sing for y'all? Have it? Nah, I'm not gonna. I don't know about that. I don't know. I'm not a part 2 type of person. Well, I'm long-winded, so you know, like, like, but the next song we have on the list is Little Kim's No Matter What They Say. Now, this song right here is like, I don't know, it should be an anthem because it's like, you shouldn't care what people say, you know, when you hear the beat, and this song came out in the year 2000, and it was, I can tell you who it's produced by, because this is a great song, like, I think it's a great anthem. The song was good, the lyrics were good, the beat was good, the video was fire, like, it looked like they had so much fun, like, if I could be a part of that video, Kim, call me, you know? It was produced by Darren Hanson, and it was written by Kim. This was a great song. I think it was a great body of work because this was her first this wasn't her first album, but this was her first album after Biggie died. So she came in with a bang, you know, with a banger. It's like, it's literally, the song, it's in the title, you know, no matter what they say, be you. The next song we have on the list is Brandy's Full Moon. You know, this, I think when she came out with this song, it was a full moon because this song is a masterpiece. Like that what you call it, that instrumental in the beginning before she started singing, and then when Brandy laid the vocals down, you know, like in this song she had like a deep husky voice. Like, I don't know, I really like that song. And you know, she did really good because normally when singers and rappers name the song after the album, like the album is called Full Moon and the song is called Full Moon as well, like the single. You know, sometimes it doesn't do that great, but this song right here did great. I don't know a person. I never met somebody that don't like Full Moon, you know? And this was written by, I can tell you guys right now, it was written by Mike City and it was produced by Mike City. So, this was a great, like, this album itself was great and it came out in 2002. So, you know, Brandy. So, the next song we have on the list is Mario's Just a Friend, the 2002 version. So, of course, since it's the 2002 version, you guys know it came out in 2002. Now, you know, this song was originally, it was redone. Originally, it was done by Biz Markie, and then Mario redid it, and he put it on his self-debut album, self-titled as well, Mario. That's a great album. Like, I think that album itself, and that was his first album, I think it showed him as an artist, like, vocally, and the different things he can do. Like, another song on that album that I love is 2 Train. Go listen to that album. If you know, you're gonna like it. It's just a vibe, you know? Go listen to the album. I wanna know your name, Nan. I wanna know if you got a friend. I wanna know. And the song Just a Friend by Mario was also produced by Biz Markie and Warren Campbell. So 2 great producers. So of course it had to be a hit. When you put them 2 together, how could you not get a hit? It's like a recipe for a masterpiece. Ha! Yeah, I thought I was gonna say recipe for disaster. But you know what? I just made that up in my head right now because I was going to say disaster, but I'm like, that song was a hit, so it ain't no disaster. So recipe for a masterpiece. There we go. So next on the list we have B2K, Girlfriend. I think that was a great song, and it's from their Pandemonium album. I think that was their first album, and this song was released in 2003. Like, I just think this was a great song. Like, not only I like this song too because I think it showed the group vocally. Like, not only Omarion sung, we had what's the second lead? I think Jay Book, something like that. I think he sung in this too. Like, they was going back and forth with the vocals. So this was a great song. I'm not gonna say the name who is produced by because, you know, he's just not a good person, and I think we ain't gonna shed no light on nobody that's not a good person. You know what I'm saying? Because he, you know, he did some wrongdoings, and I'm not even gonna say mistakes because mistakes is something that you can fix, but what he did was wrong. So yeah, but check out the Pandemonium album. I'm probably gonna check it out too because if I'm just being quite honest with y'all, I never listened to that whole album, but I just know Girlfriend because it was a single. Y'all know the song, how it go? I got everything I want in my life except a girlfriend. And they did the choreography. Next on the list we have Destiny's Child Survivor. You know, this song came out in 2001. I think, like I said about Full Moon, Brandy's Full Moons, this was another single that they named after the album. So the single was named Survivor and the whole album was named Survivor. I think this was a great album because it came out in 2001, so it was still in the very early 2000s, and it had like a futuristic theme to it. And I think vocally we got to hear all 3 of them sing, which was good because, you know, a lot of times in a group, you know, certain groups, you know, only one person be singing, so and they be like it's a group. But in this album, we got to hear everybody sing, and I think Survivor is just a good track. You know, like the beat, the vocals on it, the video is fire. And it got a good message, like, wishing you the best, pray that you are blessed, took much stress, much stress. I'm going to learn the lyrics on the list, no brainer. We went from Destiny's Child, so of course we got to, you know, shed some light on B. You know, we got Beyonce, Me, Myself, and I. Now, you know, B dominated the early 2000s, but we got to be fair and give a lot of artists some light, too. You know, she could have had her own video by herself because that was her era, you know, she dominated that. But I think Me, Myself, and I, this came off her Dangerously in Love album. I think this was a great song choice because vocally, it showed her vocally, like, if y'all listen to that song in the beginning when she says something like, how it goes, oh, the lady, something, if you hear me, help me sing it, or something like that. Like, it's 3 different octaves and ranges. Like, it's like a mid, a low register, and then it's like a high tempo, and she recorded all 3. So I did, like, you know how you listen to music and you like it because it's popular. I listen to music to see like different things, and I think like Me, Myself, and I was a great choice. It's a great song, and like, you know, I think it's an anthem. Like, everybody got, sometimes all you got is yourself. So, you know, you got your best friend, Me, Myself, and I. It's 3 of y'all, you know, enjoy it. Like, so the next song we have on the list is Kanye West's Through the Wire. And is it Through the Wire or Through the Fire? I think it's Through the Wire. And this song came out in 2003. It was produced by Kanye West and written by Kanye West. Like, how I can't not like this song. Let me make sure it was produced. I know it was written by Kanye, but let me just make sure it was produced by Kanye. It definitely was. It was produced by Kanye too. I drink a, how the song go? I drink a boost for breakfast, a ensure for dessert, something. Bro, I need to fix my rapping skills. Let me retry that. I drink a boost for breakfast, ensure for dessert. Okay, one more time. I can't get it right. I drink a boost for breakfast, ensure for dessert, something. Nah, I really like that song. Like, it was a great song, and it was sampled from Shaka Khan's Through the Fire. That's who's on the chorus. So I think You know, I think when artists come out with their first album, even though I feel like the second album is when you really make it because, you know, you can get lucky with your first album. You know, you just got a song that everybody like. You really show who you are in the second album, but this was a great way to come out. The next song we have on the list is from Jay-Z's, you know, Jay-Z's Big Pimpin'. Like, I don't know. If you never heard that song, you've been living under a rock. Like, I don't know how you don't like that song. When that beat come on, dun, 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 I don't know if I'm singing. I'm probably not singing it right, but I really like that song. Like, when I hear that song, it just made me think of summertime. You know, times is good. You got no worries. You got no cares or worries in the world. Like, that song is fire. It was produced by, I'm going to tell you guys right now. Oh, of course it was a hit. It was produced by Timbaland. Timbaland is a beast. Like, if I was to ever have an album, I want Timbaland and Missy in the shit with me. Like, because you guaranteed to have a hit, and the video was directed by Hype Williams. Like, he was another popular artist in the, well, not popular artist, popular video director in the early 2000s. He directed a lot of videos. I'm not sure what he's up to now, but he could still be making videos. But Jay-Z's Big Pimpin' was the song, and it came off the Volume 3 Life and Times of Sean Carter. So that album was released in '99, but this song, the next song we have on the list is from NSYNC, and it's, you know, Bye Bye Bye. That's one of their most popular songs, and like, if you know, you know I like that song. Like, if you saw that video, then you know, like, that's my shit. But it was just a great song, you know. Like, it was a pop song. It came out in the year 2000, but I think like the beat and the, like, that song make you want to dance. What they say, I'm doing this tonight. You're probably gonna start a fight. I know this can't be right. Hey, 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 baby. But nah, that's a fire song, and it came off their No Strings Attached album. That was also a great album because the song No Strings Attached itself on the album is also another one of my favorites. So if you haven't heard NSYNC's No Strings Attached album, go check it out. You might like it. Once again, it's a poppy song. It's very pop, you know, like very like, you know, like moves like that. But I like it. You know, I like all types of music. I like gospel. I like pop. I don't really know nothing from rock, but I like R&B, hip hop. You know, all of that. You know. You gotta be well versed in the music game. You can't just say you like one genre of music. If you say you like music and it's just one genre of music, then you don't really like music, because music is art. It's a body of work itself. You know what? I think I am the human manifestation of an amazing R&B album. The next song we have on the list is by Tamia, and it's called Smile. This is off her More album that came out in 2004. This is my favorite track on the album because I think I just think Tamia is an underrated artist. Like vocally, like she's a beast vocally, and I don't think people give her credit that she deserves. But y'all should check out this song. It's called Smile, and it's about, you know, y'all probably like, he don't know what the song about. I do know what the song's about, but I'm just trying to sum it up in a quick way. It's basically about, like, she, like, just tells her friends, like, you know, like, she's a jokester. She don't want to tell her friends that she want love. She makes jokes all the time. Go listen to the song and y'all figure it out. But I think vocally it's an amazing. I like the beat, the transitions, everything. And it was produced by it was written by Shanice and Babyface, and then it was produced by Babyface. Babyface is another great producer. Like, if you got a hit by him, you know, especially if you can sing, like, you can sing, then you gonna have a hit by Babyface. Like, there's no other way. I ain't never heard, oh, Babyface produced my song and my album didn't chart and nothing like that. What is you doing then? Because, but yeah, go check out. It's the next song we have on the list is Maya. You know, we're gonna do you know the song Maya, The Best of Me. But I like part 1 and I like part 2. Now everybody knows more about part 2 because that's the remix they did with Jay-Z, and I got more success. But originally part 1 came out in 2000 and it featured Jadakiss, and it was featured on her Fear of Flying album. So that one had more like it sounded like it came out in 2000. Like it was more like pop, and it you know, like it was still a good song. Like I like it. But then I see why she remade it with Jay-Z, because if you go listen to it, they sound like 2 totally different songs, but it's the same song. It's just remastered and remade. And so the part 1 came out in 2000 and part 2 came out in 03. But I think it's both great songs. Go check out the videos for both and the songs, and you like it. Well, I know everybody likes part 2. When that comes on, everybody just being nostalgia, and like that's the great. You know, Maya and Jay, like it's a recipe for masterpiece. And the Fear of Flying album by Maya that came out in 2000 is also a great album. I might be mistaken. It might have came out in 2001, but that part 1 of Best of Me definitely came out in 2000. But I think that was a great body of work for her too. Like, she did many different songs. She had R&B, pop, you know, slow jams. It was all good. Like, I think it was a great mixture and a great body of work for her. And Maya's another, I think, underrated artist. Like, she dominated the early 2000s. The next we have on the list is we have Nivea. Nivea. I'm saying on Nivea like something bad happened. I'm just saying, like, when people hear Nivea, you definitely think of the early 2000s, because, you know, like, everybody know this next song I'm about to say is Don't Mess With My Man featuring Jagged Edge. This was a popular song. It's a great song. It was featured off her Nivea album, self-titled album, and it was produced by Brian Michael Cox. Like, he's a great producer. Like, he produced a lot of great songs, and I think I like this song because it showed both perspectives. It showed Nivea saying "Don't mess with my man," and then you got Jagged Edge saying "Don't mess with my girl." So I think the contrast in the song was great, and it's a damn, like, when I come on out the cookout, you just want to dance. Like, it's another song with the instrumental in the beginning. How you don't want to dance to that song. So this is another great song from the early 2000s. And this song came out in 2002. The next song we have on the list was from Chris Brown. You know, it's from his self-debut album, Run It. You know, that's one of his biggest songs. You know, like, that's when everybody was introduced to him. So everybody loved that song. And it came out in 2005 featuring Joel Santana. You know, this is, it was produced by Sean Garrett and Scott Storch, you know, so it was guaranteed for success. I think this song was like, this song right here that make you want to dance. Like, it just, like, when I hear this song playing now, it just gives me like nostalgia. Like, it make me think of a time like when I was like mad young, you know, you don't got no worries in the world, you just listen to music, having fun, dancing with your friends and stuff like that. Like, this is a great song. The video is fire too. Like, when Chris came onto the scene, he changed the game, you know, like, it was like, oh, this young boy, he come in, he could sing, he could dance, he could do all these tricks and stuff like that. Like, he kept you entertained, like, he did his job, and he has longevity, what's that word? I don't know, longevity, I don't know how you say that shit, whatever, but, because he still make music now. That came out in 2005, we in 2020, like, guaranteed for success, like, look at that now. He's still right there. Nah, let me stop. But it came off his Jackpot album. You know, that's a great name for the album, because right here he hit the jackpot with this song. He had everybody doing that dance. I don't know what it's called, something, but it go with the beat. You know, when you hear this song, you gotta do the dance. Even if you don't know how to do the dance, when that beat come on, you gotta do the dance. And it was written by Chingy, and it was produced by let me go check. I like to tell y'all who things was produced by, so y'all can go look up. Because, you know, I personally think the producers deserve just as much credit as the artists, because they produced it. They came up with the concept with the artist. The artist laid the vocals down and they ideas, but the producer came in with the idea and they just created a masterpiece. So I think the producer deserves just as much credit as the artist. And it was produced by Trackstar. I never heard of Trackstar, but I'm pretty sure if he produced that, he produced a lot of other stuff. So I'm gonna go look him up after this video, or if it's a her. The next song we have on the list is this song may come as a little surprising, but we have Mary's Shackles. I really like this song, and it came off their Thankful album. It came out in 2000, and it was produced by Warren Campbell, if I'm not mistaken, and Mary, of course. Yep, it was definitely produced by Warren Campbell, yeah. And I think this is a great song because it fit in with the time period. Like, it was a gospel song, but it also had the beat of like an R&B pop song. So they meshed it well together, which is why it was such a successful song. I think everybody know that song, Shackles. Take the shackles off my feet so I can dance. I just want to praise him. Ooh, oh. Nah, but I think it was a great song, and like I said, I think they found a way to connect to a younger audience. Like, cause you know, sometimes younger audience people say, "Oh, gospel's for older people. I don't really want to listen to that." But like I said, they used music to their advantage. They put their vocals on the track, but it was, like I said before, it was a gospel song, but they used the R&B pop beat to lay on the track, so it was a hit on Billboard. So I definitely like that song. If you haven't heard it, go check it out. You should have heard that song, though. Your parents ain't never played that. The next song we have on the list is Pink, Most Girls, and it came off her Can't Take Me Home album, and it was released in the year 2000. Now, this song was produced by Babyface, and it was written by Babyface and Carl Thomas. Babyface and Carl Thomas. How can you not have a hit? And this is when Pink first came out. So when Pink originally first came out, you know, most people may know her as a rock star and a rock artist and a musician. But when Pink came onto the scene, she was originally R&B. And this is when I really, like, I still like Pink now, but I really liked her. Like, she had a great voice for R&B music, and this is why I really like this song. Like, you know, I wish Pink would make another R&B album. It just fit her. But, you know, unfortunately, she didn't really want to be an R&B artist. She wanted to do more of her own thing, which I understand, because if I was an artist, I don't want nobody telling me what I got to do, too. But this was a great song. Like, we all know Pink can sing, but when she does R&B music, you really get to hear her vocals. And this song right here, I never cared too much for love. It was all about you. Nah, this song was fire. So if you haven't heard of it, have you ever heard? Like, what am I saying? If you haven't heard of it, the next song we have is from Aaliyah. You know, like it's called "We Need a Resolution." This was off her last album and her self-titled album, which was also called Aaliyah. Now, this song featured Timbaland, and it was written by Timbaland and Static Major. I think I'm saying his name right. Is it Static? Yep, Static Major. So, I really love this song because, I know I keep saying this about artists, but I think this song showed her vocally. Like, she did a lot vocally. And it was different for Aaliyah because it wasn't a ballad and it wasn't an up-tempo song. It was, like, somewhere in the middle, and they combined both. And I think the video was very futuristic. Like, it was ahead of its time. And, of course, when you have Timbaland, not only did Timbaland produce the song and write it, he featured on the song. You know, when you first hear it, that and then he's talking, like, it was a great masterpiece. Aaliyah was a great artist, you know, like, just all around. She was a very great artist. And, like, you can tell that, like, she liked to, you know, step it up a notch and, like, create new things. Because the video, even when she's floating in the video, she has the headphones on. Like, it's a fire song. We Need a Resolution, you know? I think the next song we have a lot of by Mrs. Janet Jackson, you know, from the famous Jackson family. Janet has a lot of #1 songs, but the song I chose came out in the year 2000. It was called Doesn't Really Matter, and it came off the Nutty Professor, the second one, the soundtrack, you know, Doesn't Really Matter. And I think it's a great song. It's very pop song, like, it's very poppy songs, but I think it's a great song because it goes hand in hand with the movie. You know, Nutty Professor, you know, he was very big and stuff like that. But in the song, the lyrics say, "Doesn't really matter what the I see, something with the enemy." I need to learn these lyrics because I'm telling y'all the songs and I'm trying to, you know, sing the song to y'all. I don't really know the lyrics, but I like the song. Like, when the song come off, it's a dance song too, so it's a great song. And I think this showed Janet range because, you know, people know Janet for, like, the slow R&B jams, but she came out in the new millennium with this, and it was a very successful song. It went #1. So if you haven't, I think everybody saw Nutty Professor. If you haven't saw the second one, go watch the second one, then listen to the soundtrack, and you'll know it go hand in hand. The next song we have on the list, and this is the last, this is the 20th song on the list. So, you know, this is the finale. So we had to end it off with Usher. You know, how can you do favorite songs of the early 2000s and not include Usher, that's like eating ice cream cake with no cake. But in reality, if you really eat ice cream cake, this is off topic, but if you really eat ice cream cake, there's no cake in ice cream cake. Think about it. It's those little crumb Oreo shits that they try to say is the cake. That ain't no damn cake. That is like, come on, like, you know. But if you go to like if you, well, I'm vegan now, but this is like years, like when I used to, you know, eat bad. If you go to I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. If you go to Haagen-Dazs, they actually got real ice cream cake. So it's cake, like actual cake with the ice cream, and then they got like cover it with mad shit. It's real good. Go check it out. Hey, Haagen-Dazs, I'm giving y'all free promotion. You know, come on. Send me some. Make a vegan option. But we have Usher's You Remind Me that came out in 2001, and it was off his A701 album. You know you got it bad when you're stuck in the house. You don't. Oh, nah. I just realized something. Okay, well, it's alright, because they was on the same album, I think. Let me check. Yep. You Got It Bad, You Remind Me was on the same album. I like both of them, but I just realized that I was singing You Got It. I said You Remind Me, and I started singing You Got It Bad. But I was originally talking about You Remind Me. You remind me of a girl that I once knew, something. That song. But You Got It Bad was a great song too, and it came off the same album. Luckily, it was released in 2001, and it was also produced by the same people that produced Doesn't Really Matter from Janet Jackson, Jimmy Jam, and Terry Lewis. But it was written by Anita McCloud and Edmund Clement. I don't know those people, but they produced a really good song. And this album right here is how I really like got to know Usher. Like when I heard this song, like it was like, this like, he's a cool dude. Like, you know, he can sing, dance, everything. You know, he was doing the moves like that. But I think dang, I can't believe I said a song and sung the wrong song. But it's the U's. They both titled You. One is You Remind Me and one is You Got It Back. But y'all get the point. So go listen to both of the songs. Go listen to the whole album. It's called A701 Usher. Go listen to it. It came out in 2001. Now, I know I said 20. We were just going to do 20 songs. But you know we got to do, it's music. You know you got to respect music. So you know we got to do an honorary mention. So the 21st song I chose on the list was Faith Evans' Can't Believe featuring Carl Thomas. Like, I feel like this song right here is the epitome of R&B music. Like, you got two powerhouse vocalists and they combined on a song. It was like a duet. You gave me reason to believe that we were always meant to be, but now I see. Nah, this song was fire, and of course it was produced by Diddy and Mario Winans, you know, because Faith at that time was on Bad Boy, the record label, so. I think this song came out in 2001, and I just think this song was it's a great vibe song. I think most of the songs from the early 2000s were great vibe because, you know, during this time, it was about the music. Nowadays, I would say it's about also the music, but it's also about your fan base also too, because you can put out a whack song and still make it to #1 because if you got a lot of fans. During this time period, it was more so about the song and what you put out, because you could have came out of a corner store, but if you had a good song, you was gonna have a good song and it was gonna chart, because nobody really cared about your fan base. Now it's a combination of both. But you know, with the time period, I get it, but I think music itself, I'm definitely gonna do one for the 90s, and if I don't do anything else, I have to do one for the 90s, because 99, so much good music came out that I want to add into this video. But you know what, the rules are the rules. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for spending some time with me and letting me show you guys my favorite songs. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, you know, The Gray Area. Once again, like I said, we just getting started and we're gonna have a good time. So stay blessed, have a good day, be positive, remember, eat healthy, and watch my videos.